and hopefully you have enjoyed so far. Let me first assure you that we have only 15 minutes more. Also, I like to just tell you that we invited you, 70 of us, our friends, colleagues, at this juncture of our nation, as we feel a gloom and wondering what is there for the morrow. We want to bring to your heart and to your understanding a better day. Also, we want to celebrate all that is good in Sri Lanka. If you look at the newspapers and the media, there's so much of bad reported, and that's happening. Nevertheless, we need to keep hope. If not, there is no resurrection for our nation. At the end of this time together, our desire is that we all would go away, 700 of us, taking courage that this verdant isle will smile again, her luster regain. This is what we want to share with you. Why do we say this? This nation has had a wonderful history and God's provision. We had King Solomon sending his ships to our nation to take cinnamon, peacock feathers, sandalwood, and pearls for his great palace. East and West met in our nation. You may know or may not know, Sri Lanka had a Gold Coast. We lost it in a seaquake just after King Ravana's time. And another seaquake took away another part of our land during the time of Kalanithissa, which many of you would have heard. And it's in the same submerged soil that now we are drilling for oil. So Sri Lanka has had a bounty from God. And we have prayed long hours that this nation would once again arise to be the pearl of the Indian Ocean. This is our prayer. And this prayer we want to share with you. Also, to each of you, there is a favor of God waiting. In every human heart, there is a yearning, expectation unfulfilled. That's why we call the first hour Apeksha. And the second hour, we have been moving into the promise. Every expectation in your heart will be met by a promise. And in our next song, we will hear of someone whose expectation met the promise. But now, we will listen to this recital.
I am a tiny, whiny creature, looking for a great aperture to display my dazzling light, my perceived right and my might. I began to think, there is no greater power than the magic of a digital hour, presenting tragedy, fashion or weather, my fame and image I gather. I began to think, hurts, hates, triumphs and bruises, in my heyday, gore and glory cruises. To get one up and over, so many ruses. In the final count, bitter, broken truces. I began to think, how to get off the treadmill? When will the rat race be still? Weary of the conquest of the nether hill, climbing the greasy pole, stop, who will? I concluded my thinking.
Spear to spooning hooks, sword to plowshare, brothers and sisters of our nation equally to share. Fever of life runs down, await the unborn generation. Help us, permanent recorder, a great expectation. Nature read to the tooth utter dismay, there surely must be a better way. 'Tis my heart, my passion, gone astray. Promise from above casts a hopeful ray.
This is our plea to you. There is a promise from God to each one of us. And the deepest expectation of our heart would be met. And what is Sri Lanka? 20 million hearts. Would you say that with me? What is Sri Lanka?
What is Sri Lanka?
20 million hearts.
20 million hearts.
In the west, in the east, in the south, in the north. And this is our Apeksha resolution. Apeksha resolution. We, the Apeksha Assembly of 700 citizens of Sri Lanka, resolve that we shall use our nation's resources with justice and prudence. We, the Apeksha Assembly of 700 citizens of Sri Lanka, resolve that we shall provide a better Sri Lanka for our sons and daughters of the south, north, west and east. We, the Apeksha Assembly of 700 citizens of Sri Lanka, resolve to work to remove oppression in work fields within our province of influence and endeavor. We, the Apeksha Assembly of 700 citizens of Sri Lanka, resolve that minorities and majority will live in harmony in our blessed isle. We, the Apeksha Assembly of 700 citizens of Sri Lanka, resolve that our courts shall be portals of justice, protecting one and all. We, the Apeksha Assembly of 700 citizens of Sri Lanka, resolve that our legislators will be servants of the populace and wise stewards of our nation's resources. I make a personal resolution to be meek in success, share my prosperity, and be a peacemaker at all times, beginning with family, home, and work. We, the Apeksha Assembly of 700 citizens of Sri Lanka, casting prejudice aside and holding each other's hand, arise to bless our nation. We unite for a better tomorrow. We unite for beneficent governance. We unite for a blessed Sri Lanka. Remember, every expectation of your heart is waiting to meet a promise. Here is one who sings a tribute.
there seems to be no way. Works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. God will make a way. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to His side. With love and strength for each new day, He will make a way. God will make a way. With love and strength